Yo, huge shout out to Brian. He sent us these carbon fiber canards. He said he just had them laying around his garage. These are actually sick, and they're like really lightweight and obviously not just fake like my BRZ ones. These are super dope. Brian, thank you for that. I haven't done an unboxing of like your guys' fan mail stuff for a while. Especially since we moved, the PO box is so far from the new house that usually I do it like on my day off or something, and then I can't wait to dig in, but I knew by the shape of that package that it was something cool. I'm gonna start doing that on camera more. I love opening your guys' stuff on camera. Oh, they'd have to be like hella side canards, but we could do it. Yo, these are kind of dope. I kind of like these. Maybe we can upgrade from my fake carbon fiber ones to some real carbon fiber ones. The wide body I keep telling you guys about is in the mail. It is somewhere between, but when I say in the mail, I mean it's in the middle. It's in shipping. It's somewhere between California and my house, which is straight up. So that's not as far of a gap as it sounds. But I'm gonna have to wait till the wide body gets here to test those on the Civic and see if we can make something work, because that'll completely change that front end. So thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. So we're gonna pick up today right where we left off last night. If you guys are not up to date, we installed this huge 3-core rad from Yonaka in the Civ because the Civ was overheating a bit. So this thing is huge, massive. We had to do some modifications to get it to fit. And then we also installed new motor mounts. These are like solid motor mounts, so this thing should haul ass and vibrate every nut and bolt loose at the same time. We didn't have the right rad hoses, and I actually went to Lordco this morning and they didn't have any either. Emerson's gonna stop right now on his way home from school and pick up the correct ones. And these 2 bolts were missing. There's 2 holes right here for, you can see the stud coming out of this one. We're gonna have to pull that stud out and then put 2 bolts. I think I got the right length. That feels absolutely not like the right size bolt. Sweet. Okay, nice, look at that. So yesterday, in the midst of us being kind of pissed that the bolts didn't fit, I forgot one of the boxes I have of bolts just laying around. One of the issues with doing a lot of like motor swaps and stuff, I know a lot of people do this too, is you want to keep all the leftover nuts and bolts. Like, you don't want to throw that out because in case you need it or you find a use for it, like I'm doing right now. But because of that, you end up with boxes of unused shit, and then when you need something, like yesterday, I totally forgot I had that box. I looked in like 3 other ones, but that's okay. We got it figured out. I'm gonna swap this motor mount in, and then hopefully when Emerson shows up, we can just bleed the rad. I'm gonna have to cut that turbo pipe a little bit to make it fit, and then we should be good to go. And as long as it rips and it hauls ass, I kind of want to put it up against the BRZ and see what happens, because I know the BRZ is going down. I love this car. It just doesn't have the nuts. I really was interested in putting it up against the 240, but the 240 is obviously out of commission right now. So I kind of want to line it up against the BRZ. Maybe we'll start a little car rivalry, and over the next month or so, we'll race all the cars with each other and see what's fastest, and then work on making other ones beat them, and you know what I mean. We'll have fun. Alright, so that is cranked down and tight, and just in time, my brother. We gotta custom bend them? Is that what's going on here? We're gonna want it to line up like right there. Mid, dude, that is perfect. Ooh, almost went into space.
You know, they invented this thing that we bought called the Creeper.
I don't know where it is. Is it right behind me? Oh, fuck.
My common sense, they blew away.
Fuck you. If you rub that thing on my arm one more time
I'm literally
today,
trying to get this focused here, okay?
Sure. Focused, you have to move it all around.
Well, this thing's in the way.
Oh, this is very first person. I think. I can't see the camera, but I feel like because it's tucked right up to my chest, it's gotta be pretty good. Okay, so, almost sent it into the abyss. So now this this is not an intercooler. I didn't say that. Now the overflow tank has no home anymore, and it doesn't even reach where I used to have it. So I'm gonna try and use these 2 bolts, and all this little metal brackets that I used to hold the fan on the old rad, and we're gonna try and make something. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but ideally I'd like this overflow to just chill right here. That would be the best case scenario. Okay, I made this little mount thing, if you want to call it a mount. It's not the greatest, but it will work. Just has like a zip tie in the back and then these 2 little brackets for now, because I do want to get kind of one like Emerson's. That's like an aluminum one. It looks kind of nicer. That will kind of look like this. Maybe we can toss it in here or something. So I'm not going to spend a bunch of time making this look pretty, but it does work. I think we're good to go, dude. Motor mount is tight. I think all the intercooler piping we removed is tight. Find out how aggressive these motor mounts are and bleed the system so we can rip it. Pros of the new house. When testing a coolant system and you don't want to put just coolant.
Con, we have to keep the door down so we can see.
People are gonna yell at us for this not being like proper distilled water. Okay, fire it up. Oop, I made a mess. I already made a mess. You have the world's largest sandwich and you're just gonna start it while we're about to do a task. Man, how to kick your ass. Can I have a bite of that? It looks good. Clearly the kid hasn't eaten a bite all day. Come on, dude. Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck, that thing's way too big for some reason.
Where does it hit though? This corner, right there where the red is, right there, is hitting somewhere here. What are you supposed to, are we supposed to just cut a new hole in this hood every time we have an issue like this? We're gonna have no hood left. I am getting a new hood. I'm getting a black hood, that way the underside will already be black, it'll match the engine bay. And then we're just gonna change the color of the surface of the hood when we change the color of the car after we get the wide body kit. So I'm not too worried about this hood in particular. We already ruined it, like I said, with the wastegate. So like, I'm already getting another one. And because of that, and because this is a prototype Rad, I don't know if they're gonna make the next one smaller or if the next one's gonna be exactly the same or what the deal is. But if the next one is exactly the same, what I'll do is I'll just like modify some of the feet or something down there. For today, for ease of making this all work, and because I really want to go out and drive the car and I don't want it to sit here anymore, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this little section out that it's hitting. So it's not hitting like the top, it's just hitting these little reinforcements, which I know obviously is not ideal, but I'm going to cut out this little reinforcement spot and then we should be good. Like it should close, it should clear, because it's just hitting like this level right here as it goes down towards the outside. This corner is hitting like right there. Are you enjoying that sandwich or what? The kid's just stuffing his face. I'm gonna put this over the vitals because I'm not taking this hood off, because then we have to test fit it every frickin' time. Can you pull up on it?
Wait, what? No, it's not gonna work. Are you pulling?
Yeah.
I'm pulling.
I'm pulling.
I'm pulling.
I'm pulling!
Try again.
Motherfucker!
Well, we're not bleeding it, we're just gonna drive it like this.
How much more can I pull this cable?
You just lifted the whole.
I think you should cut it.
What do you do when you accidentally break your hood latch close?
What the f?
What happened, man? What happened? How does that even happen? I literally, the nub on the top of the Rad, you can see it right here. I was like, I don't know if I want to cut the nub or if I just want to slam the hood and let it dent like the wastegate dented. So I dropped the frickin' hood and now it's closed forever. Alright, I just slide underneath. There you go.
Yeah. It'll go into the.
Pull it up. There it is.
Apparently they thought that it wasn't in the last one.
Hooray! Oh, it's not in the groove, dude. Just this that was broken. This little groove, it was just floating around out here, so it was not doing its job. Hooray! Now we gotta pray this thing starts. Get in the car now.
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
I told you.
Sit your ass right here. You need to feel this. I'm cranking it, and as it's going, you can feel the car going. There you go. That's intense, dude. I thought something was broken. Are you ready for this?
That's worse than mine!
Holy shit.
You're gonna lose every bolt. Solid motor mounts we put in.
I know, there's no motor movement. You can feel it in the clutch. You used to be able to feel in the clutch the motor moving back and forth.
Hey, you in first gear, bro?
What's that about?
What? Why is this wheel spinning like it's on the highway?
What's going on?
Look at this. Let go.
Is it the motor mounts that
It's
are
good.
doing it?
It's good now.
No, it's gonna start going. You can see it going.
Oh, this one's going.
Dude, how does that even happen? What's going on? Stop. Why does it have torque on it like that? As soon as you let go of it, it just goes.
This is so weird. Everybody's gonna know what this is too. When they watch this, they're gonna be like, yeah, I know exactly why your wheel's spinning when your car's in the air, but like I don't. Just put it down slowly, that way you don't get run over. That's so weird. I think it is boost season. That's what I heard. Dude, I have waited so long to rip this thing. This is Reese, for all you guys that see this random new kid in the back seat. Okay, your job is to watch the coolant and just film the boys rolling. Do they hear this thing? I hope they hear this. It sounds like we're on an aircraft. You know when you're on a plane and it's coming in for landing and it's just making a whole bunch of stupid noises? This is bad. But it's also good. Everything you touch gets quiet. Like every single thing is making its own sound. There's no play. Right. You can feel way more. Oh my. It's not, it's like, no, but when you like shift, you can feel just like, over boosting? Nope. This is brake. I haven't done a first gear pull in this car since we got it boosted because the motor moved way too much.
Okay.
I'm not gonna launch it, but I'm gonna just do a little pull, okay? We didn't get first or second, and there's the boost cut in third. Fuck, we didn't get first, we didn't get second, and we barely got third. Oh my god. What the fuck? Just roll onto it. Okay. Holy shit. Also, we need an LSD, because I don't know if the video caught it, but I was like, the whole time trying to fucking keep it straight. Fucking third. It's something in third gear, it won't go. It'll go to the top of anything, but probably have to be retuned. Just have to bring it back to the dyno. Something in third gear is not happy. Oh, what was that? I missed third. I missed third. Leave me alone. We needed it when we put it in. Memory card got full when we were out filming, but I saved something for you guys. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to get the Civic going a little bit harder before I start racing it against things, because like I think we just have to take it back to the dyno and get some tuning done, because it doesn't like third gear for some reason. Top of third, when you're flooring it, it doesn't like that. Anything else it'll do, it just doesn't like that. So we gotta go back and make sure we tighten down all the bolts that we put in, especially all the motor mount bolts and everything, because everything is gonna start coming loose now that those are so solid. It is what it is. It's sick. That's the first time we've ever really like fully sent it since we put the B18 in. Because on the way to Calgary, I was going, but like not hard because I needed to make it home. So I was really excited. That was good. I had some fun. Also, fun fact, we tried to buy this thing. Reese traded it instead because he's a dick. But me and Emerson almost bought this car. Anyways, that was cool. We had some fun ripping it. Thank you to Yonaka for sending out the rad and the motor mounts. The motor mounts are definitely aggressive, but they're good. Like when you're flooring it, you... Oh. I knocked over the lamp. Feel it putting the power down, and then the ride, it just never overheated, thankfully. It took a little bit of customizing, it took a little bit of work. Like I said, we're gonna get a new hood, we're gonna figure that all out, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, and stay committed. What was that? That was like, I didn't do this, I did this. I like chopped you guys. It's kind of stupid.